What a beautiful day to play some Destiny. Can't wait to go to the Drifters Recaster and start turning in some of my Umbral Engrams and focusing them and whatnot, trying to get that God roll Fallen Guillotine, trying to get that God roll False Promises. I can't wait to just start turning these bad boys in. I'm just gonna do the regular ones, you know, nothing too fancy. What? I don't have any Umbral Engrams, and I only have 75 Altered Element? Oh my goodness, and I can't AFK farm because they patched that. What am I to do, man? Come on. Is there any... Wait, is this thing not continuous? Is this really not a continuous emote? Is there anything I can do as a solo play? Oh my goodness. Is there anything I can do as a solo player to farm Umbral Engrams? I really wish there was. All right, boys, hopefully you did enjoy that intro. I'm gonna be changing up the intro here and there just to try to make it, you know, a little bit more entertaining. But anyway, I'm gonna be showing you all today the best solo Umbral Engram farm you can do today. I'm talking you get Umbral Engrams and Altered Element every 3 minutes. Sadly, you can't just go to sleep like the AFK farm, but like I said, it's still faster. So before we do get into it, if you are new and only if you enjoy the videos, then feel free to subscribe. Also, my Twitch, you should follow it. Twitch.tv/myfi with an underscore at the end. I do raid help, in-game activity help, dungeon help. I stream me getting solo flawless dungeon over there. If you want to go over, say what's up, hang out, I'd appreciate it. Okay, enough of all that. Let's get into this solo Umbral Engram farm. So first up, what we're going to be doing is that we are going to quickly go over the build you need to be using, and it's not really anything too fancy. Then I'm going to be telling you all what you're going to be doing, and then I'm going to show you how to do it the fastest. Like I said, sub 3 minutes. So first up, the subclass. It doesn't matter which tree you run on whatever void class you end up running. It doesn't matter what character, as well, your super doesn't matter because, like I said, sub 3 minutes, and some people's supers, like myself, don't even recharge in 3 minutes. So just as long as you're running a void subclass, then that is a fine. Next up, mountaintop. I would suggest this just because it makes it a little bit easier, but you can kind of use whatever. If you still do need mountaintop, I have made a video on that. It quickly became like the 3rd or 4th most viewed video on my channel. So if you want to check that out, it'll be in the top right-hand corner, how to get mountaintop within 24 hours. Next up, doesn't matter what your energy is going to be. I just use Recluse because... yeah. Next up is going to be your power weapon, and you do have to have the Falling Guillotine sword. This sword is broken. The best perks to have on it is Relentless Strike and Whirlwind Blade. I am still hunting for that. If you have one, please let me know in the comments because I am big jealous. Also, if you want to know the exact rolls you should be looking for on these weapons that come out of the Umbral Engrams, then I have made a video on that as well. Top right-hand corner. Next up, also make sure you're running boss spec on this. That's another thing. Next up is going to be our armor, really our armor mods. Now, these are very important. First things first, make sure you are running Taking Charge. This is going to charge with light any time that you pick up an orb of light. And yes, this orb of light can be from your own weapon. So you get a kill with a masterwork weapon and you pick up that orb of light and bada boom, bada bing, you're charged with light. Next up is going to be the armor mod Lucent Blade. If you're not too sure what this does, well, I'll read it for you. While charged with light, dealing damage with a sword gives you bonus sword damage for 5 seconds, consuming 1 stack of charged with light. And then if you throw on something like Sword Reserves, which is another arc mod, then it's going to activate its secondary perk, which reads, greatly increases the charge rate for your equipped swords. And with Falling Guillotine, well, the charged attack or the heavy attack, whatever you want to call it, is massive here. So make sure you are running Lucent Blade, and I just suggest Sword Reserves. And then our final essential mod is going to be Oppressive Darkness. This reads, causing damage with a Void Grenade adds a weaken effect to combatants. I believe it is 30% increase to all damage sources to whatever enemy you actually hit this with, and this is going to be massive. And then another mod I will mention is going to be armaments. Here we are running Fallen armaments. If you do have armaments for either Hive or Fallen, then you can use those as well, just depending on which enemy you're going to be dealing with. So now let's actually talk about what you're doing. So now getting into the activity we're going to be doing, we are going to be doing nightmare hunts on the moon. Now, 2 things I want to go ahead and say real quick. First thing is that it doesn't matter which nightmare hunt you do. Literally doesn't matter, as they all take relatively the same amount of time. And secondly, you should be doing these nightmare hunts on 860. I've seen some people say that these need to be done on master in order to get the most amount of Umbral Engrams or altered elements, but Two things that's wrong with that. First, it's just not true. Secondly, you can't matchmake on master. So do them on 860. You're going to get the same amount of altered element and Umbral Engrams. And that's how this is going to tie into the whole solo thing, because you can do this solo. You can matchmake solo. So yeah. So now that you know what you're doing, let's go ahead and actually show you the fastest way to run through. I'm just going to randomly pick Skolas here. We're going to be running Skolas, and I guarantee you we get it done within 3 minutes with completely random people, because a lot of people are using this method right now, and you should as well. So once you spawn in, go ahead and get your sparrow out and start sparrowing up. Now, if there was someone that just cleared this area, so someone that was doing the same nightmare hunt as you, then you will not need to clear the entrance area. Here, there will be 2 nightmares. We can go and take them out. As you can see, just a mountaintop shot, some recluse shots. We can get these guys down real fast. Let me find this other nightmare. He's going to be right here. This guy's got the same blade on as me. And once that guy's down, we can go ahead and sparrow forward. The gate will open up. We can make our way right on through here. Even if you get someone that's potentially not doing the same thing as you, so not trying to speedrun this. I can see one person behind me that's effectively trying to do it. Even if there's 2, you should still be able to clear this under 3 minutes. We're going to have to wait and see here. There's going to be 2 more nightmares in this room. I'm going to go and spirit bomb this guy. There we go. And then here's our second one. I'm going to go ahead and just sword him. Can't really be bothered with him. And we are already on to the 3rd room. Now here in this room, there's going to be 3 nightmares, if I remember correctly, and they're going to be toward the front left side. We got to watch out for that ogre. Pretty much we're just ignoring all the other ads. We can go ahead and make our way on up through here. Start taking out these guys, avoiding those shanks. We can go ahead, get this guy down. We're trying to also create an orb of light at the same time, just to charge us with light. Okay, so we actually couldn't get an orb of light, but it's fine. Looks like we got 1 more. This guy is currently trying to take care of. And there we go. We got charged with light times 2, and we're ready to go. Once we enter this room, we're all going to pretty much go up there. Now, I'm going to see if these guys are actually going to go up there with me. I'm going to oppressive darkness him by throwing a nade directly at his feet, waiting for him to spawn in and then start doing damage to him. So first up, as soon as he's down, go ahead, throw that nade out, start hitting, try to get your whirlwind blade up. And as you can see, we did almost all of his health. Now we are going to need to take care of the next few nightmares. Now here's the thing, once these nightmares are down, we need to be ready sitting next to him. So I'm going to be, let's see if we can find this nightmare. Looks like there's one that's kind of escaped us. Oh yeah, there he is. He's right over here. We stand back here, wait for this guy, and he's down. Just like that. In 2 minutes and 44 seconds, looks like was the final time. As you see right there, we got some altered element in the right side of our screen, and that was completely with randoms. I had no teammates whatsoever. These guys were just people that I match made with. It's going to go ahead and it's going to throw you to orbit, and you would have either gotten your Umbral Engram or your altered element. It's about a 50-50 chance. Every 2 runs I do, I'll either get altered element or I'll get an Umbral Engram. Sometimes, you know, I'll get a few back to back, but you'll always get something. It's very, very unlikely for you to get nothing. And there we go. That is the absolute best way to go about solo farming Umbral Engrams and altered elements. Now, at the time of this video going up, or when it gets posted, it is Monday, meaning tomorrow is Tuesday, and it is going to be reset, meaning that the nightmare hunt that I showed you today will not be in rotation. So whenever that does actually happen, I'm going to go through, I'm going to see all of the nightmare hunts that actually got rotated in, and then I'll update you with the pinned comment down below, letting you know which one is the best one to actually do solo. I know that I said that all of them take the same amount of time, but if you want to get specific and you want to shave off just a few seconds here and there on certain runs, then you can. I'll let you know the best one to actually do down in the comment section. But now I need something from you. Yes, you. I need you to let me know actually in the comment section how much altered element you have, as I'm genuinely curious. I have some friends that have over 5,000 altered element. the AFK farmed a lot. But as I didn't, well, I have none. But I'm curious as how much you all have. Do you all have over 5,000? Do you all have just a ridiculous amount? Do you all have none like myself? Let me know in the comment section, as I am curious. With all that being said, hopefully you did enjoy the video. If you did, then feel free to hit your boy with a like, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.